And let's begin our journey on the set. First of all, forgive me if I may sound drunk or I may say some dumb stuff. It's just because I'm tired and I'm recording this commentary during the breaks in between takes. So let's explore the phases in which we are shooting today's gunfight. And I will show you both footages from the B-roll and the raw footages from the camera. First of all, you know my pain in the ass when it comes to the setup of a scene. If it's a martial art fight, a gunfight, any kind of action scene, I love to set it up properly. I don't like action scenes that come out of nowhere and last half an hour, you know, just watching action for the sake of it, but you don't even care about the two characters. So for this scene, as it's a gunfight, so it begins like very fast, it's adrenaline rushing through the veins of these two characters, I wanted to have a slow build. And I took some rules from the Spaghetti Western book to shoot this setup. I love Western movies, the Sergio Leone ones, of course, the old school Spaghetti Western. So I tried to take a little bit of the style, I always do actually, and mix it even in this modern day action thriller.
3、2、1，开始。
As you can see, there are two characters, one is a cop, one is a hunted hero, is a killer. They're just facing off for the first time, later on they're gonna team up together to defeat some bad guys, but this is the first time they're actually meeting each other. So I wanted to have a slow build-up, the tension rise in the scene, and you feel like, okay, what is gonna happen between these two guys? Then of course you don't want everything to be slow and people fall asleep like, you know, you also wanna spice up things a little bit. And that's why, as you could see, I cannot show you right now, but as you could see, we were just facing off in a standoff position. Then suddenly, you see this shot, I'm just standing beside the guy, holding a gun. So how did I get from being in front of him to boom, just beside him? And this is what makes things fun. People may think, who is this guy? So why is flipping the gun and he cannot? Why pretend to be so cool? Anyway, why? Why is he wearing this makeup? He's a disgraced art rocker. How does he do that? How can he move so fast without the other guy knowing about it? And then finally the action can begin. You have a nice setup and then boom, action, adrenaline start rushing in the scene. First of all, I like to establish the distance between the two characters. And I love, you know, John Woo styles, as you can see from this shot, when two characters are shooting at each other while hiding behind column tables. And it's a very nice setup that can allow you to shoot wide the location, to show the location with wide angles while the two characters are shooting at each other. I really like this style. After this, the most important thing, now the gunfight has officially begun, but what I like to do is take first, before the action, catch the acting. Okay, my character is smiling, he's enjoying this violent moment. The other one, you can see, is worried because, you know, he just want to get out of here as fast as he can and alive. Because the more shot you get, the more acting you bring into the scene, the more your action will feel alive. And then from this point, when you have established everything, finally the gunfight cannot be spiced up. The real action can begin. So, you know, the explosion squibs, you know, we're rolling over tables, doing some stunts on chairs and stuff. Yeah, here you see, I'm just like, I'm shooting at you, I'm so cool. And the explosive squib actually doesn't go off. You know, so I'm standing like there like a fool, waiting for it to be fixed. I know, as I always say, better if the squib doesn't go off at all than if it does go off in your face. Now here, pay attention to what I'm saying. So you see, I'm telling them the rhythm of the scene. Because a gunfight is like a fight scene. It needs to have a musical rhythm. So it does not just look nice, it also sounds nice. And here's something very funny, and that's why I love working here, because we do things old school way. Check these bottles. You can see the explosive squibs have been applied on the table, on the columns, but how do we break the bottles or glass? We use slingshots. So you see these two guys are checking the bottles, and while one guy is controlling the squibs, they're just using slingshot with small stones to break the bottles and to break the glasses. So you can see here, slow motion, boom, check the glass, boom, a hole of a bullet. So it's very old school, but I really like to do things this way. Okay. So as you can see, we try to do as much as realistic stunts as possible. Of course, the guns are fake, the muzzles will all be done in post-production, but everything else, flips, stunts, blowing hits, are all real. It's painful, but it's also a lot of fun, and we like to do the things the old school way. Yeah, one brief comment about using guns here. It's very hard. Even using guns with blanks, you need to ask a lot of permits, so it's really very hard. And usually in big cities, these kind of movies are really few. We don't really shoot this kind of action here. You know, there are too many restrictions about it. But you know, we were lucky this time to be able to shoot something like this. So the final phase of the shoot, of course, is making the scene more dynamic, also involving some body movement. As you can see, we are rolling, we are doing some John Woo kind of like slow motion, like Matt Space style, flying in the air while shooting. So the fight scene evolves from a slow standoff to the beginning of the fight, so the wide shot, to getting more and more intense, and the bullets start flying really close to our heads, and in the end we just go into some more physical, you know, making more like a fight, a body fight, but with guns. So the two characters need to, you know, move in the space. I really love John Woo movies, for example, because he's a master in achieving this kind of effects. And as you can see here, yes, the chair keeps breaking. I didn't know that this chair would be there, you know, the prop guys just prepared the location. I got there and I saw this chair. I love John Woo movies, so I have one guy shooting, I have a chair with wheels beside him. I just wanted him to jump on the chair and slide while shooting. I had to take this shot. We did many times, it kept breaking by in the hand, you know, even if I got everyone mad at me, we got the take. From there, the scene ends with a nice Mexican standoff, so it's a classic that will never die, and it will evolve in a martial art fight, but this we're gonna explore it next time. So that's it for today. Now I have to go back to shoot the second half of the scene. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so you will know every time I upload a new video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are below in the description. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.